round of applause for our cheerleaders this morning. Thank you, ladies. We're glad you're here. Appreciate it. Good morning. My name is Charmaine Schreiber. I'm the athletic director here at Shawano Community High School. I'd like to welcome all of you to our 18th annual Shawano Community High School Hall of Fame induction. This is one of my favorite times of year. Fall is in the air, homecoming spirit, and most importantly, we take the time to recognize our past student athletes and honor them here today. I would like to begin our program by sharing with you the background of Shawano Athletics. In 1881, Shawano High School graduated its first class consisting of 4 students. In 2016, over 170 students received diplomas. Throughout time, there has been countless changes at Shawano Community High School. However, one thing has remained constant, that's activities and athletics. In the early 1880s, baseball was the only outside social activity for students. In 1898, the first football team was organized. By the early 1900s, male sports included football, baseball, and basketball. In the 1920s, cross country and track were added, with tennis being introduced in the 30s. The year 1941, we saw the addition of golf, and in 1954, wrestling became a team sport. Soccer was added in the 1990s. Boys swimming was created in 2003, and our final sport was added in 2009, which is our hockey program. Previous to the 1960s, organized athletics were primarily for males. There is a record of a girls' basketball team as early as 1908. However, they did not compete in the conference. In the 1930s, the Girls Athletic Association intramural program was established. In the 1930s, Shawano High did not have sanctioned female athletics until golf and track were added in 1965. In 1973, girls volleyball and tennis became eligible sports. Basketball and cross country followed in 1977 and 1979. Most recently, Shawano added swimming in 1998, soccer in 1999, and girls golf in 2006 to its list of athletic opportunities for our females. Currently, we have over 20 athletic programs for both males and females, which include over 43 teams. Throughout the years, Shawano athletic teams have been outstanding. Several of these teams have produced state championships. We had state championships in tennis in 39, 40, and 1941, in basketball in 1938, 1940, 56, and 57, volleyball, 1973, and 1988, track and field in 1936, and softball was our latest in 2002. Over the years, Shawano athletes have also claimed 16 individual state champion honors. The purpose of the Athletic Hall of Fame is to recognize these exceptional athletes and teams that become a part of our Shawano history. Recognition is not only for the individual, it's for the team, players, and the community, who cherish the memories, excitement, and pride that these athletes have created for the Shawano community. It is our hope that the achievements and recognition of a few will inspire our future athletes at Shawano High School to strive for excellence. Now, at this time, I'd like to bring forward our high school principal, Mr. Scott Swizik, to the podium for our induction of our high school class, Hall of Fame class of 2016.
Thank you, Charmaine. I'd like to start off by offering or asking all of you to give Charmaine a round of applause. She did a lot of work. And also to our athletic booster club, who does a lot of the sponsoring of this and also is the driver of the float in our parade. So give our booster club a round of applause. At this time, I would like all of our past inductees who are in the audience to please stand so they can be recognized. I have the privilege of introducing the Hall of Fame inductees, and this year we'll start off with King Miller. King Miller attended Shawano High School from 1948 until 1952. He was an extraordinary three-sport athlete for the Shawano Indians, competing in all 12 athletic seasons of his high school career in football, basketball, and track. King displayed his prowess on the football field as the team's fullback, and he served as the team captain. He was considered a triple threat on the field. He ran well, caught passes for long gains, and was a stalwart on defense. The quote found in the yearbook under King's senior picture reads, "This butcher's a fullback star, but at all sports he is above par." It's fun reading old yearbooks. King was a member of the 1952 conference champion basketball team and was described as an outstanding defensive player. In the spring, King earned recognition as the high hurdle conference champion. He also served as the Shawano High School class president and participated in choir, band, student council, and science club. King was a graduate of Winona State University. He received the American Legion Award upon graduation from Shawano. He was an Army veteran of the Korean War, serving in the Honor Guard in Japan, and was voted best athlete in the Pacific Theater. He was a member of the Veterans of Foreign Wars post 1462 in West Shore, Pennsylvania. Mr. Miller is deceased, but we are honored to have his daughter-in-law, Sarah, up front, and granddaughter, Leah, here to represent the family today. Leah is accepting the award on behalf of her grandfather. Congratulations to King Miller, Hall of Fame class of 2016. Next is Otto. Otto was a tremendous two-sport athlete for Shawano High School, earning a total of 4 varsity letters in basketball, where he earned 2, and baseball 2 in 1960 and 61. Lee began his basketball career by capturing the JV scoring record in 1960, tallying 409 points. Lee was a dominant all-around player, leading his team in scoring, rebounding, and free throw percentage. In 1961, during Lee's senior season, the Shawano Indians varsity basketball team earned a berth in the state tournament. There were no divisions in the early 1960s, so each school, no matter their size, had an opportunity to win, and it was a single elimination tournament. Shawano, who was 17-6, drew Waukesha, who was 23-0, and the #1 team in the state. The matchup was at the time thought to be one of the greatest games ever played in the state finals. The Indians were defeated 88-86 by a shot made with 4 seconds left in the game. The combined scoring record stood for almost 50 years. Lee scored 24 points in this epic battle. His efforts were recognized at the state level, earning him second-team All-State honors. He also represented the Indians as a second-team All-Conference player. Lee's teammates and coach Rudy Ellis named Lee the 1961 team captain and most valuable player. Lee continued his athletic success in the spring on the baseball diamond, where he led the Indians in hits, runs, RBIs, and had a .422 batting average. It was no surprise when Lee captured the 1961 Most Valuable Player honors. Lee also utilized his leadership skills as a senior class president and served as a member of the Letterman's Club, Pep Club, Homecoming Court, Prom Court, and Future Farmers of America. Congratulations, Otto, Hall of Fame class of 2016. And our third recipient is Dennis Blunk. Dennis attended Shawano High School from 1969 to 1973. In case you haven't noticed, Dennis is kind of tall. At 6'11", Dennis was a dominant force on the basketball court, where he earned 2 varsity letters. During the 1972-73 season, Dennis led the Shawano Indians to a conference championship in his senior year by leading the team in both scoring and rebounding. Dennis was named a unanimous selection to the All-Wisconsin Valley team, leading the conference in scoring with 298 points. During his final season as a Shawano Indian, Dennis scored a total of 520 points and averaged 22.6 points per game. Dennis was unstoppable, scoring 41 and 46 points in back-to-back games. During this streak, Dennis set 3 school records by scoring most points in a game, 46, gym record in a single game, 41, and earning the highest field goal percentage at 59.97%. Dennis was recognized as an all-star by both Channel 5 and Channel 7 television stations. His basketball skills were also honored at the state level, where he was named second team All-State. Following graduation, Dennis continued his stellar basketball career, playing 4 years at the collegiate basketball at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, where he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. His passion and love for the sport continued as he dedicated 33 years of teaching and coaching in the Wausau School District. Dennis attributes his success and positive pathways to his time at Shawano High School and the kind and generous support of the Shawano community during his formative years. Congratulations to Dennis Blunk, Hall of Fame class. Let's have one more round of applause for our 3 recipients this year. I'm sure if the 3 of you could please stick around, there'll be some pictures that need to be taken, so don't go sprinting out to the game right away. So with that, that ends our Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and thank you for attending.